can't stop here. This is Bat Country.
We ready to roll?
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys.
This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Hey man, I just show up.
With your hosts, Lee Rodriguez.
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Nyes.
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman.
Is Jose on the show tonight?
He says he's coming.
It's like Elton John all over again, just minus the death threats.
Kelly Harris.
Reach your hand in your pants there, big boy. That's not me. I don't sound like that anymore.
And our good buddy Mahoney.
Hey, Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
We can do just glorious, wonderful things on our phones, people.
No one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive.
It's going to be great. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire! Your dick's so hot!
Come on. It's so good. It's pretty good. It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
Put that in the intro.
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
It seems like the concept that would run its course very quickly. What's going on, everybody? Today is Tuesday, November 22nd, 2022, and this is episode number 613 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I am your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Nye.
What was I doing?
What?
Can you hear me?
I don't know. What were you doing?
No, I get it now.
He gets
I
it.
get it now. I get it. I got you.
Jose Guzman.
Vegas did not win this year, boys. We did.
Kelly Harris.
Hello.
What's up, Kelly? And our good buddy Mahoney. Yeah, who knows?
No,
We're
wait a
off to
minute. We can't just
wonderful
move
start.
past that. We can't just move past that. That
No,
was ridiculous.
It'll come. It'll come back. It'll be part of a story. You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you want him to tell the story now. But then,
It's audio foreshadowing. Yeah, it's good.
There's
my
literally no story. I just felt like saying hello in a silly way.
Hello.
If you
Sometimes
guys
Kelly's
were the
just a silly
first
boy.
ones here, like I was, you
Is
would
it
know.
me you're looking for?
I always say hello to Nyes like that.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh my god.
Jason.
Man. Feels like we haven't done this in 7 months because time has lost all meaning. It's fucking crazy.
Dude,
Yeah.
I am 3 hours behind and 1 day ahead.
Oh.
I have thought today was Wednesday. Like I have thought I was 1 day ahead, but 3 hours behind. Like if it's 10, it felt like it's 7. Like I was ready to go to bed, and I looked down at the watch.
7 o'clock
it was
on a
fucking
Wednesday.
like 5, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
So I keep thinking, like, Thanksgiving tomorrow. She's going down.
That's a
not.
fact. The day after
Thank
tomorrow.
Well, now you got an extra day to thaw your bird.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I'm gonna throw my bird so hard.
Got home from the airport, opened the fridge to grab a drink, and it was like this big-ass turkey in the fridge. I'm like, oh, yeah, right. This thing you got to do. I'll that sumbitch out. Fridge is full. House is full. Only going to get fuller.
Heart is full.
Heart, sure. Heart's full. Yeah, heart's good.
Tell us about your full heart, Lee.
Heart's fine. Heart's good. Heart's good. There's a lot of people. Lots of people. There's going to be more, and even more
Anybody
on Thursday.
put their head through your fucking wall yet?
You know what? No. So I do
What
appreciate.
must that be like?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a benchmark for sure, and I do appreciate that. So so far, I got that going for me. 0 holes in the wall, which granted, is a low bar, but it is a bar nonetheless.
Mhm.
Oh man. But no, yeah. Picked up a little bit of a sinus bug. I think maybe from the esteemed Mr. Jason Nyes. Since we were,
Hey, man.
indirectly swap and spit for a few days.
I'm so sorry.
Just
It's
making-
all right.
All in the name of sweet love, man.
Even if we
It's all
weren't
right.
swap and spit, we probably still would have gave it to each other.
Probably. Still
Even
would've
if
got
it's if it's even what is the word? Fucking my brain is just pudding right now. Contagious.
pudding.
That's the word. We went
Yes,
through a
that's the
pandemic
word.
for 2 years and I couldn't place the word contagious. Yeah, I honestly think it's literally just a sinus infection and not a contagious cold or anything.
Yeah,
It
maybe.
fucking sucks.
Could be.
I can't hear out of my left ear right now. That's great for a podcast.
I'm
All right,
mostly
guys, we have to
okay.
put all of our best jokes into his left ear.
Yeah.
I
the
may
left
give it
side
to
only.
Nice.
Guys,
Who knows?
everybody come over here to the left side of Nice's face.
Well, I'll
Yeah,
sit
when
on-
I-
everyone
when
sit on
the-
his left.
At least that's my good side.
When the fucking plane landed, I thought my ears were going to explode. It
Dude.
hurt so bad.
I was
Like,
so
I've
afraid.
never had that before. It was crazy.
Same. Like, it felt
Okay.
like my eye was going to pop out of my head. I took my earbuds out just in case there was a vacuum formed in my head.
All right, fun fact. So remember when I all of a sudden learned that I had been slowly poisoning myself with gluten my whole life?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And you were like, well, you've been doing it your whole life. What's the big deal? Just keep on going. Why stop now? That's how I thought everyone felt all the time. Like,
Oh, what,
that's
the
one of the
ears?
things. Yeah, like one time I was on an airplane and the whole left side of my face went numb because, and like the people on the air, I was, young enough that I was like, hey, this is weird. My whole left side has gone numb. And they were like, this child might be having a stroke. No, just my sinuses are all fucked up from being in a constant state of inflammation for, my entire life.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
That sucks.
Yeah. I never had that before. It was very new and I didn't like it. And
Mm-mm.
it took 3 days before I could, kind of hear out of my left ear, and the right one's kind of coming and going still. But after that, it just fucked it all up to the point to where for a couple days after that, if I move my head, I could kind of feel a little bit moving in there, just whatever the fuck was stuck, which just kind of was enough that you could feel it. It's like, ugh, this is not great.
Bro,
You're
if you were
all
over
the
it,
tricks.
if you were over it in 3 or 4 days, then you do not have what I have. I'm at the
We are
point.
not
Still
the
hanging
same.
I'm at the point where if I bend over, like it feels like my head's about to explode, and I didn't even have that
Ugh.
last week.
Bend over to the front. Touch your toes.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I bend over, I'm gonna be like Kelly getting a COVID shot.
just going down. Yeah, it's
Shit, I fucking
mostly
spent
okay.
the-
What'd you spend? What's up?
I spent the last half hour of our flight trying not to throw up on everybody.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it was not. Like, I got hit weird with motion sickness to the point where every time I swallowed, it felt like the plane jumped into
Hyperspace.
warp speed. So like my body
What?
wouldn't move, but almost like Doctor Strange. Like I would get a
Ooh.
half
Oh,
fucking out of body weird ass experience and then immediately fucking like want to just hurl.
oh,
And I'm like just trying to go back to bed, trying not to feel it, and then trying not to swallow, but now I'm saliving and then salivating and I'm fucking
Saliving.
sweating. I'm fucking like dripping in sweat. Just
oh.
the sweatiest boy. Fucking trying not to throw up on everybody. And then I'm deciding, am I going to get up and run to the bathroom or open up one of my jackets and throw up in it and then tie it?
He did have extra
hey.
jackets. That is considerate of him, I would say.
You pull the little
Yeah.
thing in front of your chair with the
Should be a bag, right? Yeah.
there should be a bag. If there's no bag, the pocket
There ain't
itself
no
is a
bag.
bag.
Yeah.
No, that thing is mesh.
That is no pocket. That's a fucking. I throw up
Yeah, but-
trying to throw up in that.
Whatever's coming out of Jose is going to be chunky.
It's
so
just gonna
not-
sift
it's
out
not
all
going
the
through
chunks.
mesh.
Well, see, and that's the other thing is I've never really got to the point where I threw up. I've ever
Like,
thrown up
ever?
feeling like this. Well, no, because of this.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if I would sit there and dry heave or if it would just be liquid or if it would be chunky. I don't know, like, the next step. I've always
What
been
if it
able
was
to stop it.
cubes?
Oh my god! I just start throwing.
What you
up
do next time this
marbles.
happens to you, Jose, you tilt your head as far back as you can do, and you open your jaw like 90 degrees. So it's just straight open, and you just shoot it at the sky.
Bees.
No matter where I'm at. So let's just see what happens. Oh, dude, fucking bees flew out.
I managed to
Wild.
sleep most of the flight home, which I never sleep on planes. But
Yeah.
I got a window seat
Hey.
with an empty middle rather.
Nice.
So I had a little extra space. It was good.
Fucking told you you're gonna sleep.
Oh yeah.
We're putting
Man,
your
I've
ass
never-
to sleep, Lee. He's like, no, I
Yeah.
don't sleep on planes. It's like, no, you going to bed.
It was nice.
You're gonna
It
go
was
to
real
bed. You're
cool.
gonna like it.
It was real cool up until my fucking head was about to rupture. And I'm doing that thing where I'm sitting there and I'm kind of just rubbing my ears and my head. I'm just kind of going, ha, ha. And I'm like, and I'm like,
Me.
yeah, like, does everyone see me? Do it look like an actual fucking psychopath right now? And I'm just like, ha, ha, ha.
Is that guy fighting with bees over there?
It's fucking nuts. But yeah, no. Yeah. So yeah, me and the boys, me and Eyes and Jose were in Vegas. We had very different days, but fun nights. Like I'll be damned if I didn't end up having like a very productive fucking work week.
Even in those awful Sahara hotel rooms.
The hotel room itself was fine. The rooms, who gives a shit? It was fine, but decor was very strange. The fucking desks just made me want to die.
Yeah.
Because
You have to explain these desks to people, Lee.
so it's almost like at one time.
Now, keep
it
in
was
mind-
a regular desk.
We all knew about this desk. Lee, these are the same rooms we stayed in
Last time.
last year. So Lee had not seen this. We all knew. Continue.
I come in, start setting up my stuff, put my fucking computer down, and it's a decent sized desk. It just comes up whatever. But the problem is that there is like a secondary top, like a duplicate top of the desk on top of the desk, and it's jacked crooked like 20 degrees, and it's just stuck there. Like,
What?
yeah.
You
It's
see
like-
it,
so
and
like
your
the-
initial reason is to try and fix it.
Immediately I walked in, I start shoving on it, and Jose's like, "Yeah, I did that too." it doesn't move.
Yeah.
So it really bothered that part of my brain that likes shit, just
It makes
so.
sense.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's
And it's the whole
because
weekend. And you can't do anything about it. And
There-
it's just looking at you like, I win.
there must have been some other kind of logo from some defunct hotel on the desk, so they made custom-made Sahara tops, but they didn't take into account that the top of the desk also has plugs on it. So when they went to put on the new
adjusted it. Yeah.
Yeah. They went to put on the new tabletop. They're like, oh, shit, this is going to cover up the plugs. All right, let's just tilt it a little bit so you can reach the loosest slots in town.
It looks like shit. it really looks like
And
shit.
just the worst little preschool chair.
Yeah. But then I tried to sit in like the comfy chair and it was too low.
Too
Like,
low,
all right,
yeah.
I'll sit in the fucking play school chair or whatever, it's fine.
Almost broke
like-
your foot on a stump.
Fucking weird silver stump that
Yeah.
moves around the room. Very, very bizarre. And the fucking, so it's got the lights in the room.
Oh, my God.
Bulk of the light comes from these giant, there's a big ass mirror on both sides of the room. So if you just stand in the room and just infinity shot yourself forever, and there's buttons on each one, and like just like light comes out the sides of the mirrors, so
Yeah.
it's like ambient light at best.
It's really flattering light.
Yeah, for sure. And then the window has the wildest fucking blind, like shade
Shade, yeah.
ever fucking seen. I got a picture of it. You can throw it up to show Nice, because it's you really can't quite describe it in a way that makes sense, because you got to see it to really get it. So, and they have and it's weird padded walls, which is odd.
Yeah, it's
but
like
then-
they
Oh,
took
so you don't bash your brains in.
well,
Yeah.
they took chairs, broke the legs, and
What
glued
the
them to the wall.
Fuck?
Yeah, so it's like
Right?
a shot of a concert,
That's horrifying.
but it's like a weird, like, they're all doing like a weird hand signal. So we were talking that it's probably some weird religious cult shit. But then if you
'cause
really
they're
want,
all white.
yeah,
They're all white.
if you really want,
it's like
well, after you're done having sex,
warped
you can look up
door.
and pretend they're applauding you.
It's
It
a
looks
fucking,
like they're making the
warped
jerk
door
off
crowd.
motion, not in a nice way.
I
Mm-mm.
would be really upset if that was on the wall of my hotel room.
It's really strange.
Well, Kelly,
And behind that is just a
guess
fucking
what?
window to a never-ending sea of fucking fire trucks. fire trucks running every 2 minutes in Las Vegas. Better than a fucking tram.
Oh,
if I
did I
recall
never
that.
actually show that? I never did actually show that, did I?
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so here it is. Yeah, so here's the. It's so fucking weird.
When you see it small, it looks like a bunch with their hands up like that. It looks like a bunch of Klansmen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize. I thought that it was just a weird painting. And my first thought was, it's kind of weird that this room doesn't have a window.
Yeah.
Jose's like,
Yeah.
no. Jose's like, no. That's the shade. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Fucking prison
Why
cell,
is that
padded
the
walls,
shade? It's
no
so-
window, cockeyed desk.
Wall. And they're like, we don't give a fuck. This is your room. Deal with it.
There was I was on the elevator with, I don't know if they were MJ BizCon people or some other convention, and they were all bitching at each other like, man, we really got the shitty hotel. I'm going to complain to Donna.
That's fine.
It's fine.
Decent
Well,
restaurants.
well, yeah,
Decent
but if
restaurants in the hotel. That's fine.
If they change, we change. Hopefully, let's see what happens.
Did the elevator have all of its buttons?
It did. And they were
All right, then
you
you're
know.
fine.
Yeah.
They didn't all light up, so sometimes you didn't know.
Right.
Depending on what side of the elevator, you don't know if you are going to your floor.
And it's one of those bullshit
Were
elevators
any of
where
them
you
bottle
gotta
caps?
you gotta use your room key to access the elevator. What a pain in the ass.
Oh,
Well, that's
But it's not like but it's not like, the seven button was an upside down L, like that crazy ass elevator you were in, Mahoney.
yeah. The 5 button is an acorn.
Yeah. It's fucking nuts. Yeah, worked during the day, went out and we had fucking good meals every night.
Yeah.
Just hung out, had some partook of some of the extracurriculars of Vegas
Oh man.
and all of that.
I don't want to
to
name any names, but me and Jose may have smoked weed with a member of the Popcast for the very first time this past week.
Mahoney?
And it was a good time.
It was a good time. We had a fucking blast. Turns out I don't hate roulette. I was like way up on roulette for a while, then I was down $20. But like it's okay.
You were flying high though. You were
Yeah.
betting like $10 a hand.
But
Oh,
it was
no,
like
I was
watching the show. You know what I mean? Like you had fun. You made some
Yeah.
bets. You had some highs. You had some lows.
No, I
You
was
know, it was a
betting
sad
$30
ending,
a
but-
hand there for a minute.
Hell
and I was
yeah.
hitting.
Dog.
It was like $68, $50, $60, and then my money just went away. I'm like, fuck, because I had like $200, and then I had -20. But I had more fun losing that 20 than I've ever had losing $20 at a casino before. So
There
it was
you
fun.
go. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I love roulette. It's a fun time. You know what I mean? Like you can play kind of superstitious. You can kind of see. You can try to anticipate what's happening. One day I'm gonna put my big boy pants on.
And go to
play
the
that
real table.
Yeah,
Jose
put
was
$10
teaching
hand.
some noob next to him. Guy walked up like,
Yeah,
okay, how the fuck do you play this?
Yeah, Jose was roulette senpai all week.
What the fuck's a roulette?
But it's a fun game.
Mary said she turned on my computer at one point while I was gone, and YouTube like loaded itself, and it was the how to play roulette video.
Nice.
So the most of my meetings and stuff didn't get changed, so I was getting up crazy early to fucking do stuff, which meant I got, was finishing work early too. So all right, so Tuesday comes up, I'm like, all right, I'm done. The boys are gonna be a while still, because they're doing the convention thing. It's gonna be a minute, so I'm gonna go. First I took a fucking nap. It was awesome. Had a sweet ass nap.
Middle of the
And
day,
then I said,
nobody
all right,
fucking
cool. I'm
with
gonna go
you?
out into the world. No, it was wonderful. And so I like to, when I'm in a new place, go check out toy stores and shit, like you do.
Like a goddamn
So
adult.
I find the store. That's right. Sure. Strip clubs and casinos as far as the eye can see, but take daddy to a toy store. You know what I'm saying? And so, check out. Look, I'm looking for Big Bang toys and collectibles 2 miles away. Let's get a fucking Uber. And so, starts off perfection. Call the Uber in the room, right? At the elevator, you got to do a little bit of a walkie walk before you can get to the Uber pickup place. I walk outside. As the car is pulling up, 0 wait time for my Uber. I'm like, fuck yes, this is beautiful. You couldn't plan it better than this.
Kismet.
Yes. Almost like you can't make this stuff up.
Yeah.
And I got into Dana's car. And Dana is what I can only describe as a Jesus bro. It was like being witnessed to by 2001 Fred Durst. It was very fucking weird.
Quick,
And it
boys.
started fast.
We had a fun game after when Lee told us this story. How many male Danas can you name?
Dana Carvey,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Dana
Dana
Gould.
Gould.
Yes.
Ooh,
That's
Jinx.
yes.
There's one more.
Right.
The guy I went to college with named Dana Mahoney.
Okay.
Dana
Very
White.
weird.
Dana White. There it is. There's the
Dana
3
White.
male Danas.
Yeah. And then there's fucking Dana, the Uber driver. We'll hop in the car, and he starts talking about how, like, the weather's all crazy and shit. And I'm like, yeah, I guess that he said that there's parts of the Mississippi River that are just dried up, and there's this bear in the middle of the biggest river in the country. And I'm like, really? You think they'd be talking about that? That's kind of wild.
Did you say
it's
that
like,
there's
yeah.
a bear in the middle of a river in the middle of the country? Because I'll go kick the shit out of that bear. I'll clear it out of that river, no problem.
But no, like, he's talking like there's just dry patches of Mississippi River, and I'm like, that doesn't seem true, but okay, all right, whatever. And then,
What kind of music
Goes
was
on
Dana playing for you?
oh, it was dead silent. It was just the
Oh.
ambient. It was just ambient Dana.
Oh, okay. So Dana was not the weekend to Christmas music Uber driver.
No, that was the
Okay.
next guy.
Sorry.
A fucking, we're going on, and he starts talking about how, like, there's like all these religious leaders got together at like fucking Mount Sinai, where Moses got the tablets, and they put out like the 10 Commandments of climate change or some shit. And I'm like, okay. And then we got onto the moon landing, and I'm like, oh, and the moon landing not being real. And I'm like, oh, cool. So Dana's just a crazy person. But all of his crazy ended up getting tied back to Jesus and the Bible somehow, and God, and coming back, and like he's like an end of days fucking guy, like going on about how, like, there's red heifers in the Bible, and now there's red cows in the Middle East showing up. So this is, he's like, if that's not the sign that the end times are coming, I don't know what is, man. Like, you can't make this stuff up. And if he said you can't make this stuff up once, he said it 35 fucking times. And at one point, I was like, bro, you can make up anything. I forget what it was he said, but he said some crazy shit. It's like, you can't make this stuff up. And I said, bro, you can make up anything. Like, that's the beauty of the human imagination. Like,
Have you
of course
seen
you can
any
make this
movie?
up.
Have you heard of
Yeah.
a movie theater?
Yeah, Lee said
And then
everything was made
restaurants.
up.
Have you heard of a book,
Everything is made up.
motherfucker?
But he's undaunted, right? He says, yeah, well, but like scientists don't know where imagination comes from, So it's like God just put that in us so we could experience and express things. And I'm like, yeah, but still making it up, right? Like, but okay, whatever. And he starts talking about how there's like fossils, dinosaur feet and human feet together, which means
He's one of those.
Yeah, because like, the word Leviathan means dragons because the word dinosaur didn't appear until like 1830 or some shit. So all the dragons and Leviathans in the Bible were really dinosaurs. And so man and dinosaur hung out together because, they're assuming that carbon-14 decays at a half-life that's the same forever. And like, there's no way to know that. And I'm like, that's what carbon dating does. that's the whole point of it. But okay, but you're right, man. You can't make this stuff up. And so there's gone on and on about how like there's no. He says over and over again about how like there's no accidents and like I picked you up today to put a little faith in you, man. It's cool. Like there's no accidents. And now here's the thing. Before I got into the car, I had drunk about half of a THC infused soda, and so. As the ride goes on, more of that soda is going down. So I'm going up. And he says for like the 6th time about how like there's no accidents. And I'm like, you ever been to an aquarium? He's yeah, I've been to an aquarium. And I said, you ever see like the shit that they got in the aquarium that like lives on the bottom of the ocean? Like they got that one thing that looks like a wad of chewed up bubblegum with a face on it. You mean to tell me that's not a fucking accident? Like there's one critter they got down there that's just like a wad of sticks that just floats around the ocean. Like that's an accident, homie. And he's like, nah, man. He's like, no. God put that there for us to see. I go, God put shit on the bottom of the ocean for us to see? That's bad design. that's the last place you should look for stuff is the bottom of the ocean. He's like, no, I hear what you're saying, but it's just, it's all beautiful. It's all part of the design. I'm like, fuck. And then we roll up to the store, and the gates are shuttered in front of the store. That bitch is closed. And I'm like, oh no. Look up, and Dana's looking over, and he goes, oh man, but look what's next door. I'm like, what's next door, Dana? And it's a strip mall church. I'm like, oh, look at that. And he goes, see, man, no accidents, man. That's all. I'm like, well, I'm not getting out now. So how can I get you to take me back to the hotel? And he's like, just add a stop. I go, great. He's like, oh, now you're thinking, oh, man, I'm stuck in this crazy guy's car for a little while. I'm like, it's fine, Dan. Let's just go. And he starts heading back, and he's just still spouting nonsense. Right. And at one point, he starts going off about, like, big pharma and drugs and how the word pharmacy is derived from the Greek word pharma that means, like, to deceive or some shit. So, like, drugs are all a lie. And he says, so, like, I think that all these, and he kind of, like, air quotes, mental health issues and all the drugs that they're pushing on that, like all those medicines and pharmaceuticals, that just dulls it to where you can't hear the voice of God anymore. And that's all what the plan is. They're trying to dull it so we can't hear the voice of God. And we're getting pretty close to the hotel by this point. I'm like, well, Dana, I never heard the voice of God, but I know once I started taking my antidepressants, I stopped hearing the little voice that told me that I wasn't deserving of love anymore and that I was a fraud. I don't hear that voice nearly as much as I used to. And he goes, wait, for real? I'm like, yeah, yeah, for real. I'm like, yeah. Like, he's like, they really helped? To go, yes, they really helped. Like, it fixed my fucking chemistry and shit's okay now. Like, is every day awesome? No, but every day isn't terrible anymore either. It's fucking great. It's big proponent. And he goes, okay. I think that kind of stuff, the voice, like, the little voice, I think that's demonic. And you're going to think I'm crazy. But I bet you, I promise you, if you just prayed about that, it would go away. And I'm like, I don't think so, man. I don't think that's how it works. I don't think you just wish real hard.
Have you tried ignoring it? What if you just
no, you can't ignore it. You have to address it and be like, please
make it stop, and God will be like, no problem, homie, I got you. I'm gonna take a break from giving little kids cancer to take away your depression. It's fine. It's gonna be cool.
If you just
By that
went
point-
on social media and posted about how you were not depressed.
Yeah.
Fucking nonsense.
How much did you tip
We
this guy?
None.
Oh.
Like,
None.
because I realized after I got, I think I threw like $3 or something, and I realized after I got back, because I'm telling Jose the story, and I'm like, it was like, because Jose's like, yeah, man, when some of these fucking drivers, they get you in there, you're just a captive audience, and they just go nuts. And I said, man, yeah, I was a captive audience. It was like being trapped in a shitty TikTok, and you can't swipe life away. Like, you're just stuck in it. Like, there's no way, you can't make it go away.
And
No,
he
they're like,
had
I am driving because you can't get out of here now.
and he had his tight 5 ready to go. He was just doing crowd work on you.
Yep.
It cost me $25 to start at the hotel, get back to the hotel, not see a goddamn thing I wanted to see while I was there, then get preached at by a Jesus bro. Now, I'm not saying I thought I'd have a $25 adventure, because I obviously did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, clearly, it was worth $25. But it was, in the moment, I had some perspective makes it funny, but the moment I was just annoyed. Just annoyed and irritated with the whole fucking situation. And then the next day, what Niles was talking about is I went to hop into an Uber, and not a Jesus bro, regular looking dude, but fucking the weekend's on. I'm like, who doesn't like the weekend? So I'm sitting in the back and I'm fucking bobbing, whatever, maybe kind of melting, just doing my thing, enjoying the musics. And then without saying a word, this guy just reaches over and changes the station to an all-round Christmas channel. So I'm like,
Now you're talking.
Tis the season.
Oh, Rudolph Red-Nosed Reindeer. Some Brian Setzer shit. Like, what the fuck is this? And he never says a word the entire time. And again, trapped in the
Brian
talk.
Setzer shit.
Yeah.
Hey, you got some of the good stuff, though. Yeah, the Brian Setzer Orchestra albums are great.
Yeah, they're not bad. But then also, like, you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch came on. And that's not a radio drive time song.
That's been getting worked into the rotations in the past couple of years.
It's not a real song. It's not one you want to hear on the radio. It's fucking just not. Real weird. Real fucking weird times on Ubers, you guys. But I did eventually make it to that fucking store at one point. I forget what day I actually did make it up there. I bought myself an Optimus.
You did buy it? Good.
Not that one.
Oh.
Because they had...
Go back.
Yeah, go back and get it.
In the box, G1 Optimus. Fairly good shape on the box.
Yeah,
right?
pretty decent.
Pretty decent. They only wanted $275 for it.
I can't believe
I
you
know.
left it there.
$275 is not like chump change, but that's outrageously cheap for that item. It's very, very unusual to see one at that price.
I wonder, did you investigate further, or did you just look at it? Did you talk to the guy about it at all?
So I wonder if maybe the back of the box is all fucked up. I don't know, but I knew if I laid hands on it, there was no way I was putting it down.
Optimus about to get these hands.
Yeah, there's no way I was gonna put it down.
Yeah, maybe it was open. It just didn't look like it. Maybe there was something missing. Who knows?
I mean, it could be open for sure.
Yeah,
but definitely could have been. But it was very.
Maybe it was just the box.
It was got a printout of the fucking truck. They just stuck it inside of it. Yeah. Yeah, I told Nicole, I'm like, if there was any way I could get it back, we'd be having a very very different conversation. One that starts with, "Look, I'm sorry, but," because, come on.
Come on.
What am I got a fucking knot? Come on. But that's all the highlights that I got really to share, other than just our random adventures we had. Oh, we did see we did go to see the Michael Jackson the Cirque du Soleil show.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
And it was fucking dope, you guys. It was so cool.
We had a pretty good time at that.
Yeah.
Separate the man from the music and all.
Yeah.
You definitely have to, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Lee had seen it already and he was like, fuck yeah, let's go, that got me stoked. And it was pretty cool, especially after a few puffs, like sitting in that seat, that music and the visuals start hitting you. Oh man, I got a little lost.
Yeah, we were getting ready to, it's almost time for the trip, and Nide's like, we want to go see a show. Have you seen any of the Cirque shows? I'm like, yeah, I saw the Michael Jackson one. He's like, fuck. Would you mind going again? I said, it was the coolest thing I've ever seen. Yes, I'll go see it again. Absolutely.
So I described it to Mary like this. So at the beginning, they're showing this kind of revolving video, and it's the glove, the glasses, the shoes with the socks, a microphone, and a hat, and they're just revolving around this upside down stool. And then as the story progresses, it's basically these are all Michael Jackson's Horcruxes. And they have to gather all the Horcruxes to save music or whatever. At one point, the fucking disembodied shoes and socks do the moonwalk on stage.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
they had like the glove. It must have been on like a remote control.
Yeah, the glove was like Thing from Addams Family.
Yeah, just fucking going around.
Yeah, they had this. I think it was during Beat It. They had this crazy like slackline shit where they're bouncing around the lines back and forth.
Yeah,
and there's dudes hopping off like these, 20-foot tall drops and bouncing off trampolines and hopping the other side. Like at one point, there's a trampoline at the bottom and on the ceiling, and there's someone just bouncing between the two of them like in a video game.
Yeah,
like
just a fucking Thriller zombie just bouncing back and forth.
Yeah, it's fucking nonsense.
Mahoney's,
very, very cool.
Mahoney's favorite song, Thriller.
Yeah,
overrated.
It's wild as
No
shit.
doubt.
It's incredible.
And we get out of there, and Lee was sitting next to Jose's roommate Travis, and Lee says to me, I sat next to Travis that entire time. He did not move. He did not make a sound. He did not show a single emotion during that entire Cirque du Soleil show. I'm like, yeah, I mean, he's really got that serial killer vibe going on.
like it was 90 minutes of like jaw-dropping shit, and like not one time was he even like, oh wow.
and
like nothing.
He fell
asleep.
He was the one that wanted to go to Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, it takes a special kind of person to no-sell a Cirque du Soleil show. And then we go to hop on the monorail to get back, and there was this fucking dude
talking about
this fucking guy
not wanting to puke all over everybody.
Oh man, this guy was maybe probably the drunkest person I've seen trying to be in the world, maybe ever.
Yeah. Like he was milliseconds away from passing out.
Yeah. But just, he kind of have one hand on the wall, doing the lean rock, kind of wobbling, and everyone around the door waiting to get on is like, is he with you? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Is he with you?
I do not claim him.
No one wanted to claim him.
Still had a drink in his hand, just wobbling back and forth.
Just wobbling.
Little spit.
Fucking glass.
Yeah, a little spit came out of his mouth, and we're like, oh, here it comes. Everybody stand back. You're in the splash zone.
No.
But this motherfucker made it onto the monorail safely.
And they were all, everyone else is just standing there quiet like it's, the opening scene of Dawn of the Dead, and this guy's going to fucking zombie out any second from now. And then we get to the first stop, and he, the door's open. He shambles past everybody, and then he walks out of the door. But he just makes like a straight line out of the door, like directly just straight, and just walks into a corner. And then he's like, "Well, fuck! Now I don't know what to do."
Yeah, I was worried he was gonna that door was gonna open too soon or something.
Yeah,
he got stuck in it, fell off it. I don't fucking know.
He just walked off the tram into the nearest corner and just got fucking stuck.
And we never saw him again.
He's like, I'm here for now.
He was beyond bombed, that fucking dude. Oh, shit. What else you got, Nye? What else you got? What got, Nye?
Oh, well, I had a fucking killer week. Got immediately sick. Couldn't hear out of my left ear. It had to be...
We're in all these loud places trying to have conversations, and he just keeps turning his head to one side and going, Do it again. Say it again.
I said to Jose at one point, I need to sit to everyone's left. Fuck, man. And every so often, like Jose would say something, but he kind of like mumble a little bit. At some points, I was just like, I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm gonna shake my head, whatever they're saying. Yes, and
Yep. Yeah. Sometimes you just can't ask people to repeat it a third time.
Oh God. That is one of my biggest nightmares with like service industry people. Like if I have to make them repeat it twice, I can't ask them to repeat it a third time.
Nah,
I might as well just leave. You ever had to ask someone at the Popeyes drive-thru to repeat themselves? That is like some fear factor shit.
I would never. I would answer. I would pick an answer and I'd say it. Like, mumble anything you want, and I would just be like, yep.
2.
Sounds good.
No, my mom would definitely ask them to repeat themselves, and if it wasn't what she wanted to hear, she would shout into the box, "You are a fucking idiot."
Oh my God.
Your mom would kick a hole in the brick wall is what your mom would do. She would reach through that hole and rip their balls off.
Yeah, Mom didn't do service employees very well. It wasn't her thing.
Day one does this fun thing where she'll talk, and I'll be like, "What?" And then she will repeat what she said with not a decibel of extra volume, just like repeated exactly the same volume, the same like cadence, the same mumbling tone, and I'm just like, "What?" And she will do it to me over and over and over again, and I'm like, you have to change something about the way you're talking.
And see,
if the person can't hear you, you have to adjust.
My mom is completely different. She's gotten to the point in her marriage where the first time my dad says what, she yells it at him like the scene from fucking Christmas Vacation. The blessing.
I'm here for it.
It's like, we do not need to escalate things so quickly.
It's one of my favorite recurring bits from the Shorzy show is whenever Shorzy asks them to buy you a question. So nice. What did you have for lunch today?
Oh, shit. Lunch today.
For what? We'll ask about a question and they can't get 2 words up before it just goes, huh?
It's like a yin yang twin.
Yeah.
Huh? Fuck, man.
It's a great bit.
Day one of the convention. There was day 0, which was the pre-show day. And then day 1, I managed to get just the hugest fucking double pack of blisters on my right heel.
Ooh.
So I'm congested, can't hear out of my left ear, fucking bad foot. And then you guys, we've seen a lot of conventions in our time, have we not? We've been to a lot of Comic-Cons. We've seen a lot of convention centers.
We've been to restaurants.
Yeah.
And Jose and I, we've seen even more than you guys have seen. Jose even more than me.
Yeah. Around the world.
But this convention, no disrespect to the organizers or the people that put it on, this convention was like a fucking saw trap. It was the only way I could describe how they organized and scheduled this show was malice. It's like they looked at what they had to put on a show floor and in their programming, and they were like, how can we most fuck with the video guys and just make their week a living hell? Okay. The convention center we were in was different than last year. Last year we were in the Central Hall. This year we were in the South Hall. Imagine the South Hall is a knife. Long, skinny, and 2 floors, 2 levels. Our fucking office was at the tip of the knife. The front entrance was at the butt end of the handle. And then you take this knife, and then you go a couple spaces over in the silverware drawer, and that's where the main stage is. And then you go about, I'd say, a couple miles further, and that's where all the pre-show shit is. I think it was Wednesday. I had to go over to the West Gate where the pre-show shit is. I ended the day having walked 10 miles.
Ugh.
And I don't know how much...
That's too many miles.
I don't know how much video I actually shot that day. Like, I fucking walked a shitload. The round trip from our office to the main stage, I went to take a hard drive there so that we could copy all the files. It was a mile round trip.
Ugh. That's fucking insane.
And
like, that's insane.
And they front loaded all of their content from day one, like 9 in the morning. Not from 9 to 12 was like when all the shit was happening on day one. And they keep scheduling shit in the early morning. And these people are potheads in Vegas. You stick an exhibitor spotlight stage at the back of the show floor. Of course, only 7 people are going to be there at 10 in the morning. Of course, only 8 people are going to be over at the West Gate. Jesus Christ. Bless their hearts. But I don't know what they had against us. Why they did this to us, I'll never know. I take it personally, and I will tell this for the rest of my days.
To the day I die?
You know that feeling when you leave the house and you realize you forgot something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that feeling when you get fucking half a mile away from the show office and you realize you forgot a piece of equipment.
Oh, that's a fucking nightmare. Oh, God.
Yeah, Lee was off Friday, which was the last day of the show, and I got an extra badge for him in case he wanted to come. And then I was like, why the fuck would he want to come? I've just been talking shit about it the entire time. Oh, my God.
I was daring him to. Come down. Come make this walk.
And then I got up Friday. I didn't set an alarm, but I got up, and that's when I really was starting to feel kind of shitty, for the sinuses or whatever. And I was just like, I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you made the right choice.
Mm-hmm. If it weren't for the fact
when we get back.
If it weren't for the fact that my Joe Byron COVID test had expired, if I had taken a COVID test and I was positive, I'd been like, peace out. I'll be at the hotel. Oh, I forgot to mention. It was fucking freezing the entire time we were there.
Wasn't that cold?
High of
Florida
60,
boys are like, it's 60, I'm shivering.
High of 60 and windy
Shivering
in
me
Las
fucking timber.
Vegas.
Oh,
It was weird though, because I've never been to Las Vegas and not been like in the summertime. So it was weird, a little disarming to walk out onto the strip and it be like, chilly. It is weird.
And we're just in and out, like taking these walks to and from the monorail or getting around the convention center. You got to go inside, you got to go outside, and that's not good. And I'm wearing a jacket for the outside, but then I get inside, I'm like, it's fucking hot in here. Got to take my jacket off. And then all of a sudden there's a fucking another door. I got to go outside again. God damn it. Fuck.
So you say you got sick, Nice?
Yeah.
You don't say.
Yeah, exactly.
Nonsense.
But it was a good time.
We did. We made up for it tonight. We made up for it. It was fun. It was good.
Yeah, and then it's like,
Got anything,
you guys
Jose?
wanna go walk?
Anything we're talking about?
What do we do? Well, I mean, the roulette went nice. The show went nice. Saw a couple. Got Garnett at the Raw booth. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, star of Uncut Gems, Kevin Garnett.
I think you mean Julia Fox.
I think you mean Adam Sandler.
No, I mean Kevin Garnett.
That doesn't sound right.
We were standing around, and it was a big hubbub, and some guy standing next to me is like, "Who's that? Is that a basketball player?" And I was like, "Yeah, buddy, that's a basketball player."
Is that
See how he's
Cisco?
7 feet tall?
Yeah. I mean,
was
Kevin
that
Garnett,
Shaq?
too, is like extraordinarily tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, where we
Oh,
saw
God,
him
Kelly, that's
aisles
right.
down.
We were reminded me, like Kelly just reminded me of it again when we were at Toy Fair waiting for Shaq to show up,
Oh, my God.
and then the unmistakable mountain of man that is Shaq walked through the crowd. And this guy looks at Kelly and goes, "You think that was Shaq?"
Yep. Let's go. Yep. Yep. I think it was.
I like talking trunks.
There was a
Sorry.
point, not to, not to hijack for Jose, but the day before we left, we had some time. Our flights weren't until late, and so I think Jose ate the last like kind of half of like an edible cookie that I'd had. He ate that. He had like a couple of these gummies, and he would just smoke and joint, and just going to town like it was nothing. And at one point, Nice just goes, "Jesus Christ, man! Like, what is it? What are you running from? What are you running from? What is it?" And without listening to beat, Jose goes, "I don't know, but it's not gonna catch me."
Yeah, like, I thought that me and Jose smoked a lot of weed at home, but then I met Las Vegas Jose.
Well, here's the thing. Number one, we're on the road, right?
Yeah.
And we're not gonna be here again this year. Number two, we already bought a half and rolled it all and had to go through it.
Oh, well, you're missing the part where we had to buy a half ounce of weed for a 7-day trip in Las Vegas. To the point
we
where
were there for a week.
we're smoking joints, like we're eating our vegetables. Like, oh God, we gotta get through all these joints before we leave. Holy shit!
I mean, yeah, you gotta take your vitamins, get your minerals,
It was a
vitamin
lot.
D and G.
Ugh.
I'm just saying,
Jose was on another level. It was a good time.
get your money's worth.
I remember back in what was it?
For the drugs.
New Orleans, Mania weekend. He would go outside, and I just turn to Nice and go, "The boy has a problem."
No problem. Just having a good night. Some people like to drink. Some people like to smoke.
Some people
Goddamn
call
right,
him the
Jose.
space
Handle
cowboy.
your business.
Some people smoke when they drink.
That's right.
True. Very true.
I hit my vape at the roulette table at one point because I figured, people smoke in here. But then I hit it and I exhaled and I was like, oh, that really smells like weed.
Yeah, but nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, that's what everybody kept saying to me. It's like, no one gives a shit. No one cares. We almost got on an elevator with some cops, but
Yeah.
decided against that.
I saw that situation break down. We go to head down to the casino to have some fun, blow a couple 20s. And I see two dudes talking in Spanish kind of frantically with each other. Talking about going upstairs, not going upstairs, and this and that, blah, blah, blah. So on the way back, there's hotel security, there's the cop force, vests and all, and guns and shit. And they got the two guys from earlier, and they don't look happy.
It was weird vibes because, like, there was a hush over the entire hotel lobby, and everyone was looking in the direction of the elevators where we were headed, as if something just went down. So we just show up, like after Daddy already hit Mommy at the dinner table, and the vibes are weird.
So they're going to take one of them up to the room. They have decided which one's going to the room, and everyone is escorting him to the room. We're waiting for the elevator, Everyone's pushing the buttons. And then I see one cop go swipe something on like a VIP little
A little
area
secret, like key fob.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, an elevator opens. Voila. Viole, we have an elevator.
Viole.
And they go and get on that one. And Harley, the guy we were using his second or third camera, goes to get on the fucking thing, which I knew probably not the best call. So I wasn't going for it. And they're like, no. And so we waited for the next elevator.
Vegas is wild, y'all. And these guys were like
Kinda
hotel cops. So I guess the entire hotel is their jurisdiction, but they're legit cops, and they were strapped. I wasn't getting on no elevator with 3 cops packing heat. I'm no Captain America.
No, God, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, just you on the elevator. Doop-de-doo. Like they need to go to 24 and you actually
Evening, fellas.
You're like, oh shit, my room number is 12, not 10. Sorry.
It is a good lesson, though, to think about it, though. If you do see a group of cops heading in a certain direction, you should probably follow them because they're getting as far away from any possible school shootings as possible.
Oh, that's true. Safety first.
Yeah.
Did you see the stat that was going around on Twitter that at any given time in your life, you're no more than 60 miles from a school shooting, an active school shooting?
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
It's
Hell
not true. I
world.
made it up, but it sounds true, right?
Oh, Jesus. Stop making
Well, I
me
mean,
believe
you can't make this
things.
stuff up, Mahoney.
Yeah, you
Like,
can't make,
make
stuff
stuff
up.
Nothing's really made up if you think about it, Kelly. So
Yeah, I mean, we don't even know how imagination works.
I dispute that. I bet you we know how imagination works.
I bet on the Figment ride.
Yeah, you just gotta sing the song. One little spark that breeds creation. Right? That's imagination.
That's it.
There you go. Fucking A. Made it work.
I doubt we have entire fields dedicated to the study of the brain and the mind and the psyche. And scientists are just like, don't know what imagination is.
Well, I don't know what to tell you because you can't make this shit up. Just saying.
Can't be done.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, Lee ended up at a church when he tried to go to a toy store. Can't make that up.
No, that one was everything happens for a reason. No accidents, man. No accidents. Look where we ended up.
Yeah.
They're closed, but look where we ended up. No
Look where you
accidents.
ended up.
Man.
No accidents. Look where he ended up.
Stop talking, you fucking lunatic.
Cognitive scientists hypothesize that our ability to imagine, to come up with mental images and creative new ideas, is the result of something called a mental workplace, a neural network that likely coordinates activity across multiple regions of the brain.
That sounds like the devil.
So we do know.
Yeah, I don't like how any of that sounds. I think that's a lie. Think you're trying to lead me into heresy?
It's suspicious.
Trying to get me exiled from the church?
I fucking almost left my credit card at the bar at Mandalay Bay after Michael Cirque du Soleil, but I was alerted to that and went back and got it. And then I managed to leave it at fucking breakfast the next morning. Didn't realize it until we got to the airport.
You were determined to not have that card.
Yep.
Yeah, he really was. Like
Yeah.
it was like he was trying to get rid of it.
Well, I don't appreciate how American Express is everywhere you want to be. Like, give me a break. Like, why don't you go over there while I'm here? Stop following me. Why are you obsessed with me, American Express?
Yeah, have you considered I don't want you to be everywhere?
Yeah. Why is American Express omnipotent?
All I'm saying is, if you had a Discover card, you would still have it.
Diners Club. Oh, I bought a new wallet in a Las Vegas Ross. I didn't necessarily need a new wallet. I mean, I've needed a new wallet for a decade
That Ross
now.
was clutch, though.
Fucking just standing around. Jose forgot his jacket, so we had to go to a Las Vegas Ross, of course. And I'm just looking around, and there's a nice little $9 wallet that kind of looks a little Star Warsy. It's like it's quilted, it's ribbed for her pleasure, and I fucking bought a goddamn Las Vegas Ross wallet and some Japanese candy.
Nice.
Yeah,
Your
we
wafer's
found,
gonna love when you put that wallet in her.
You
long
should have bought an
sleeve.
enormous fucking painting.
Yeah.
Maybe
You should
a
have
rug.
bought an inbox Optimus Prime.
Picked up a
Maybe a
long
rug.
sleeve Cheech and Chong
Yeah.
shirt, like their skull on it. That's pretty cool.
Jose found a booth at the show that had pre-roll cross joints.
Mm-hmm.
So we smoked a cross joint, you guys. And I tell you what,
It was real.
it's better in concept than execution. What happened was
Yeah,
we
there's a
didn't
lot
get all
going on.
3 sides lit at the same time. So the main part burnt first, and then the 2 arms just kind of collapsed.
I was like, bleh.
Yeah.
Because and then
Yeah, but it looked
like
neat,
the
you know?
stubs fell off,
Yeah.
like you chopped an arm off. 'Tis a scratch. The joint kept going.
Wild. So what you been doing, Kelly?
I've been playing Pokemon.
Staying in. Oh, that's right. There's a new Pokemon's. That's
Yeah,
right.
new Pokemon game's out. It's busted as fuck, but it's really good.
Kelly, have you heard, you're in the Pop Fantasy Football thread, but I'm sure you're not reading it a whole lot.
Oh, certainly not.
But have you heard anything about this Detroit Lions player, Jamal Williams, who's a big anime nerd?
No.
Bro, check this out.
I bet he's cool.
He's a cool dude. He's on my team. He fucking kills it.
My favorite
want to
Pokemon.
Hold on.
Leads
Trade
league in
deadlines
touchdowns.
tonight. Let's go. Check
All
this
right,
out.
what do you want?
Jamal Williams, Detroit
My
Lions.
favorite Pokemon. I like the big 03,
You want
Zapdos,
some wide receivers for
Moltres,
him? You want
Articuno,
Amari Cooper for him?
and then I like these other 2, the Groudon
I sent you an Amari Cooper
and
trade. Jose.
Kyogre.
Since you won't
Kyogre.
play him,
I hope I'm
since you
playing it
just
right.
let him sit
I
on
just
your
thought about this
bench.
one too.
That was
Scyther.
once. I did
Scyther
that
was
once.
always just funny, just
Oh, you
hearing
do
it.
that all the
Yeah,
time.
but now I have an
Just hearing it, you know?
embarrassment of riches.
I
on
guess you
wide
guys can't hear
receivers.
that.
No.
Uh-uh.
No,
But you can hear
No.
the music, right?
This just
No.
in from the PC and New.
No.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
You
Yeah.
can hear that.
Oh,
Okay.
there we go. Yeah.
That's weird.
Was he listing off his
All I
favorite
heard was
Pokemon?
Jose
He
coming up
was.
with nonsense reasons
Okay,
why
nice.
he doesn't start Amari Cooper.
Hey, Pickens didn't do too bad either. They'll be hating on my wide receiver
Slim?
core.
My
Well, he
You want
seems
Cooper?
nice.
Who'd you offer me for Cooper? Probably some jibber
Taysom
jabber.
Hill.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Taysom
Koopa!
Hill. Get through the Koopa.
Koopa!
I like to send you a trade every once in a while that will make you be just disgusted. When
I don't turn the app off. I shut my phone off.
You put him on tilt.
I'm like, I am done with looking at my phone for the rest of the day.
I want you to know that when I clicked send, I giggled.
I bet you giggled your ass off. I bet you giggle every time you still see the trade there. Pending
think it's
requests,
expired
he
at this
opens
point.
it and just giggles. Closes the app, reopens it, hits my team, looks at pending things, giggles.
Any one of these days, Taysom Hill's gonna play quarterback. Just you wait.
Yeah, see, he's just hoping I accidentally hit accept when I'm like trying to close the
Gonna
message
happen.
or something.
It's gonna happen.
Lee, ask me about the Pokemon game. Let's get off of this.
Oh, hey. So what's
Yeah.
up with these
Lee.
Pokemons? Why
it's good.
why is it
Kelly
busted?
wants you to get him off.
Yeah. So it doesn't function super well graphically. There's so many glitches in this game. Like people are getting like
it's all
just
over TikTok.
hard crashes.
Really? Really?
I haven't had any issues that bad. Like, I've had just some visual issues. The other night I got caught in a tree. And then
Well, that's not good.
The screen just went black, and then once it came back, it spawned me like a couple feet over. It was just like, oh, we don't know what to do with this. You're over here now.
Well, that sounds like it wasn't ready.
No, it's either a case of it wasn't ready, or the Switch hardware is not strong enough to handle it.
Well, being
It's
that the
one-
only thing you can
or
play
a
it on
little bit of
is
both.
that Switch hardware. I
Yeah.
mean, you know.
But the Switch is old at this point. It's like 5 years. Like, there needs to be a Switch Pro by now, and this game is kind of proof of that. But, like, other than the issues, I love this game. I think it's fantastic. It's pretty much what I've always wanted a Pokemon game to be, in terms of having the open world and just being able to go run around and do whatever you want. Like, when you start the game and get through like the main, tutorial and all that shit, like, it just kind of presents you the map. On the map, it's marked like, here's all the things you got to do. Just go do them. Any order you want.
Huh.
Just go nuts. Have fun. It's like, see that map, go in any direction you want. So, like,
That
it's
sounds
cool.
different.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like because before, with all the Pokemon games, you're going in a very rigid, this is the route you take.
Yeah, it's fairly linear. Yeah.
Yeah, you do everything in this order, and you go and do it the same way everyone else does. But like this, fucking go anywhere. You can go do the first or the final gym leader first.
But so yeah, don't you find yourself without the direction, like running the risk of being severely underpowered when you get somewhere?
Yeah, but then you just go somewhere else. Pretty much, you have to use the wild Pokemon run around and what level they're at as a guide. Where it's like,
yeah,
oh,
that makes
if these
sense.
guys are higher level than I am, I need to get the fuck out. This is not where I'm supposed to be right now. So, like, that's cool. I've been really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. It's cool seeing the Pokemon just wandering around in the world. I like when you're battling, sometimes they'll stop and just watch. And, like, cheer on their friends.
Fucking creeps.
Yeah. So, like, that's fun. But yeah, the graphical issues, I haven't had any super bad ones. Like, I've seen some just horrendous looking shit. Like, one of the things that is weird is in, like, when you're in the school in the beginning, there's a scene where, it's in a schoolroom and there's a bunch of kids sitting in their desks and, like, kicking their legs under their desks. And oh boy, the Switch does not like that.
Okay.
The legs look like they were animated like the shittiest stop motion you've ever seen. And it's like, guys, you could have just turned that animation off and this would have looked fine. Like, there's a lot of pop-in, which doesn't really bother me because that's just, I don't know, that's just your game loading. But, like, so there's a lot of that, and then there's just, like, some people walking around town in various places will have, like, weird stuttering issues while they walk around, or they'll just get stuck on shit or whatever. So,
Hey man,
yeah,
that's not cool. That's Stuttering Joe.
So yeah, it's a busted game, but it's also a great game. So I'm hoping they're able to fix some stuff with patches. Because, like, I know there are people that are having issues to the point where it's affecting their quality of, like, how they're able to play. And I'm really fortunate that's not me, because I've been loving my time with the game.
I don't know how the hell that happens. Like,
Yeah.
how do you put something out that's that broken in this day and age?
This is the Nintendo version of Cyberpunk, I guess.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, after Cyberpunk, like, collectively, they're all gonna light you the fuck up if it's that bad. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think it's bad, but also not as bad as some people are making it out to be. But I don't know. But then again, like I said, I haven't had that many issues aside from getting stuck in that tree that one time. And that's because like I was trying to get an item that was on top of something, and I'm starting to wonder if it wasn't supposed to spawn on top of like this bus stop. Because I sure as hell was not able to jump on top of that bus stop with the Pokemon I'm riding around on. So that might have also been an issue. There's a sandwich making mini game in this game that I have not messed around with yet.
What the fuck?
You make sandwiches and go on picnics with your Pokemon. So like half of the shops in the towns
No
are
wonder
just,
you
like,
love this game.
just like, look at all this bread you can buy. Oh, look, here's a meat store. Oh man, here's this truck. It looks like here's this little cart. It looks like an ice cream cart. What do they have? Oh, they have bananas and pickles. Okay. Fucking bizarre.
That is
Yeah,
fucking bizarre.
I really recommend it, but again, go in knowing it's kind of fucked. So save
Alright.
a lot, I guess. But it does autosave.
Save a lot, and save a lot, and maybe wait a few weeks, see what happens.
Yeah, and because that its busted state is even with the full gig day one patch, which is huge for a Switch game.
Jesus, God, that's a lot, man. That's huge.
Yeah, for a
Jesus.
Switch game, that's a lot. So yeah, it'll be all right eventually.
It's time to switch your Switch.
Maybe. Oh, Mahoney, there's a gym leader named Katie. She's one of the first ones you can, or like the recommended first one to go after.
Just eats heads of lettuce.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You bring any of those fucking Bulbasaurs near her, it's gonna be a bloodbath.
Oh, fuck.
Just FYI.
What you think about that Full Gear, Kelly?
It was a good show. Oh yeah, that's right. We should talk about that. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. What do you think? Did you watch it yet?
Yeah, I have not gotten a chance to watch all of the buy-in because that was happening as we were boarding our plane. I started it and then fell asleep, and then Sunday morning we restarted watching the whole show, and I fell asleep during the Ring of Honor title match, but I'm pretty sure I saw everything else.
Nice.
It is definitely a more enjoyable experience watching it in bits and pieces. Couple matches here, few matches
I do
there.
think this one wasn't bad in terms of just feeling like a slog like some of the past ones have.
It's not even that it feels like a slog. Like it's
just a lot.
That's WWE. It's just it's a
Yeah.
lot. It's so much.
Yeah, even if it's all great, it's a lot.
And 12 o'clock is late, Is that how did it go all the way to 12?
I think so, yeah.
Jesus Christ. I guess it was on a Saturday,
I
so that's
watched
cool.
the beginning. Yeah, I watched the buy-in and then the beginning of the pay-per-view fucking at the gate at the airport. Like, might as well. I'm here. My flight was delayed like an hour and a half.
Technology is amazing.
I think my favorite match might have been on the buy-in with the Eddie versus Akiyama. Just to
That was
see
very
how
cool.
just happy Eddie was in that moment. Like, that was so awesome seeing like this dude have his literal dream come true.
And then at the end, he was like, Excalibur's got to hype the pay-per-view, but buy the goddamn thing. Who
Buy the
cares?
fucking
Like, well, it's fine.
pay-per-view.
He just starts running down the card like, this is what's on it. Okay, they're telling me to leave. Peace.
He's a treasure.
Yeah.
He really is. It's the best.
It's cool to see the Elite back.
Yes. Fucking
And immediately throwing them into...
Kenny looks amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And
he looks
so
incredible.
crisp and fast. Jesus. I look at Kenny Omega now, and I can't understand why I didn't get on the Kenny Omega train earlier, because it's...
Fucking finger guns, bro.
He's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's
And
awesome.
as I'm watching the match in the airport, I'm like, I would watch these 6 guys in any combination, any day of the week. They have amazing matches all the time. And then Tony Khan was like, "You want a best of 7 series?" And I'm like, "Yes, I want a best of 7 series."
So
I got you,
they,
dog.
Are they starting from 1? It was this
I-
part
this
of the
was
best
1.
of 7? Okay, okay.
Full Gear
Yes.
was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking Pentagon popped his top, Jose.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Oh shit!
Fucking
Oh shit!
amazing.
Got
Looking
abs
great.
now.
The fuck CM Punk chat, amazing.
Oh,
That was great.
so good.
They're in Chicago this week, so that'll be interesting. But you know
Yeah.
what? It's an AEW crowd. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I just fuck that guy.
yeah, fuck him.
Fuck that guy.
Oh, Phil.
Battle of the fucking monster asses in Tony Storm versus Jamie Hayter. Great.
That match was awesome.
Fucking
That was a
stiff.
great match.
They
Yeah.
beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, it was great.
Did you see the picture of Tony Storm? She's got 2 black eyes.
Oh, that was after.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Mary had told me about it beforehand, but there's a point where Tony Storm bloodies her lip and a drop of blood gets on the camera and they just keep it on there for like the rest of the match. It's awesome. I bet you Tony Khan on the headset like, don't you fucking wipe that camera lens.
Yeah.
You wipe
Yeah,
that
that was a
camera lens, you
great
can
match.
find another job.
Yeah.
Impact is
Yeah, I didn't know
hiring.
she blacked her eyes, but I thought for sure she broke her nose there for a second. I didn't
Yeah.
see her eyes taken, but yeah, it was a hell of a match. It was great.
Saraya Britt,
Look good.
yeah, she survived. So
Yeah.
that's good job, Britt. Good job. Everybody treat her very nicely and
Yep.
no more brokey necks for nobody.
Nope. What else was good on there? The Jungle Boy Luchasaurus cage match was really good.
Yeah.
They fought each other.
Yep.
It's so wild that they have completely stolen old school Kane presentation for Luchasaurus. Like
Yeah.
the music is almost identically Kane. He's got the
Yes.
fire. He's got the build of Kane.
Yeah, no, it works.
But what does he
Like
do now?
Kanosaurus.
Like Luchasaurus is a goofy ass name, and he's supposed to be serious mean guy. He's got to come back at some point, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure where you go with him
Yeah,
next.
he
but
doesn't work on his own unless he's able to create that, you know?
Yeah. Like I do enjoy him as Christian's right hand of doom. Like that's a fun role for him right now, but yeah, I don't
I
know.
almost think that you got to lose the gimmick. Like call him
Yeah.
something else. Cuz they're eventually going to stop calling him Jungle Boy.
Yeah, they're already. It looks like they're
By the
they're
time-
focusing way more on Jack.
By the
Perry
time
now.
he's in the
He's a
title
Jungle
picture,
Man?
it'll just be Jack Perry or Jungle Boy Jack Perry or Jungle
Yeah.
Jack, like
Yeah.
JR called him that one time. What else?
Yeah, because I think he said in the media scrum thing where he was like, yeah, I used to just be Jungle Boy to kind of avoid getting booked just for my name, but he's like, well, now I'm here, so I don't really worry about that anymore.
But it was also the gimmick got him over.
Oh yeah,
They used to call me Jungle Boy. Now they can call me Jungle Jack.
I
Never
was
go full
spoiled
Jack.
on Twitter before seeing it that Hayter won and MJF won, but still, it was super cool to see.
yeah.
And I don't understand all these people who are talking that MJF should have turned full babyface. Like, do
Yeah,
you
that's
not
stupid.
understand
fuck outta here.
what kind of unique talent you have here?
Yeah.
He gets cheered because people love his work, not because he's a good guy. Like, you got to get over that mindset of they only cheer the good guys, because
Yeah.
MJF's been getting cheered for years now. and people love it. People love when he shits on them. People love it when he talks shit to kids, when he fucks up their shit that he's signing at a Comic-Con. Even the
dad.
Even the Double or Nothing walkout, like that kind of added to the mystique. MJF should never, ever be a babyface.
No,
ever.
No,
because then he's just another babyface.
Exactly.
Just another dude.
Yeah, no, I like the idea now that like Regal is trying to mold him into the perfect villain to be a foil to his guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I do like whenever Regal refers to himself as an old school villain. He's like, I'm an old school villain. A proper bad guy.
I saw people talking about how it's like they're giving MJF Regal and it's like, oh, he doesn't need a mouthpiece. So it's like, well, neither did Mox.
Right, yeah.
It's not like Regal is the only one talking there.
Yeah.
I mean, Regal and MJF had one of the best segments in wrestling history a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what they do.
It just further legitimizes him, especially now that he's the champ.
Yeah.
He's champ, Jose.
He's champ.
Fucking champ. He champ.
Did you see his post, the media scrum?
Yes.
That he did? That was great.
Yeah. that I watched. That was fun.
And that had to be, okay, MJF. We need you to do a punk at the fucking press scrum and just run everybody down and just make you more of a fucking legend.
He should have just come out with a plastic bag full of sparkling waters too.
I was frankly shocked he did not have a bag full of sparkling
water. Or like a muffin. If he had a muffin, that would have been too far.
Yeah.
Although I do like he does a little speech and he's like, all right, who's got a question? Just kidding. Fuck you. Champ out.
Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.
Yeah.
So good.
So good.
Imagine thinking that this young generational talent, he says it's part of his gimmick, but it's true.
Yeah.
Like what in the 7 years he's been wrestling has become
it's crazy.
Top 3 heels of all time.
Yeah.
And people are saying, they're cheering for him. Everybody wants him to turn babyface. No one wants that. It would be terrible.
Yeah.
Because then he's Jungle Boy.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Nah, he's fucking great.
Yeah, I don't understand why people think that's something that should have happened.
It's just the old school headspace.
Yeah.
Like, why can't we just let things be the way they are? Not everyone needs to go back and forth. Not everyone needs to be the Big Show, you know? You start having him flip heel face now at 26, 27, you know he's going to go back to being a heel at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Probably pretty soon because it's going to be awful.
Well, right, yeah. He doesn't work that way. Like he's got to be just the biggest piece of shit. It's way more fun.
They want him to be Barry Horowitz.
Oh,
no, he's Big Turd Johnson. Gonna do the shit.
Jesus. Take us home, honey. What you got?
Let's see. I'm not asleep.
Mahoney leaving for Disney tomorrow.
Yeah.
I am leaving for Disney tomorrow.
Thanksgiving week is something else.
What yeah. So are you not going to be you won't be home for Thanksgiving, will you? Interesting.
I will not, Lee. So while you are surrounded by 75 of your closest friends and family, I will be surrounded by 300,000 of them at Disney World.
Interesting.
It's going to be great.
I have to report back. Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a while since we've gone. Not too long, but the kids at least. It's been a while for them. they don't know that we've gone without them since. So that's always
I'm a teller.
that's always a delicate balance.
Went to McDonald's.
And then tomorrow, like when I'm in the air, they rip the whole top of the garage off and start ripping that apart to build the new piece of the house. So there's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a busy time.
You know, I'm proud of you for being able to not be there when that happens. I know that must be difficult. It would be very difficult
I mean,
for me.
I would like to be here, but I don't really
Yeah.
have a choice. So
Yeah.
it happens. It will be fine.
It will be fine. That's right.
I'm more bummed of not being able to get like progress pictures, you know?
Yeah. You couldn't get like I'm surprised no one on the team offered like, hey, we can show you how it's going.
Just tell a dude.
Well, I'm sure.
Here's
If I was like,
$25,
send me
get some
pictures, they would do it, but I don't want to talk. I don't want to
Send me pics.
I don't want to do that, Kelly.
Just get a bunch of.
They're gonna
fucking
be
dick
like,
pics and
here's the
toe
progress we made. I'm gonna be like, pics, or it didn't happen.
pics. It's somebody else's yard. They're just building away.
They're just building a.
They
They're
rip up the
digging a
neighbor's
fucking
garage.
9-foot Psycho Gorman hole.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's gonna be very exciting. And it should be done like around the spring, so it's the perfect little winter project.
Oh man, we coming. Let's go.
Let's do
We're
it.
moving in.
There'll be plenty of room, that's for sure. I was sitting in Katie's room yesterday with her, and I was like, there's gonna be a whole fucking laundry room behind me in a month. That's weird. It's gonna be a wild time.
Upstairs laundry.
And yeah, other than that, it's just massively busy. Just work. It's off the chains. Life.
You flew under the
Life is-
radar at work for so long. And then
Well,
you did
it's
a
all
couple
part of my
things
plan.
and you were great at them. And now look at you. Just moving on
Look
up,
at me
busy
go.
as fuck.
It's it's gonna be real busy for a little while.
Well, of course.
But
I mean,
it'll all
Long
be
John
worth it.
Silver's does get busy during the holidays.
It's true. It'll all be real good. But yeah, that's
why
it.
why you
That's all
gotta
I
keep
got going
taking
on.
these vacations.
Fortnite season's almost over.
Yeah.
Get your Gwen Stacy's if you haven't already.
I feel like one of the recent updates, at least while I was gone, really kind of improved the animations and kind of the textures. Maybe it's just I've been away for a week, but things seem different and improved, but then also broken in other aspects. It's real smooth.
I've been very much enjoying it. It's been a good season.
Uh,
People hate that goo gun.
the goo gun's
Oh, the
great.
goo gun rules.
Yeah, it does.
Give me that goo gun in the middle of a city. There is no more city.
I love that you can basically like Harry carry yourself with the goo gun too. Like if you know you're not gonna make it, take them with you.
Just goo gun yourself and run at them, give them a hug.
I've done that when they goo gun me. If they
Yeah,
hit
yeah,
me
yeah.
with
Run
the
right
goo,
towards
I
them.
am immediately moving towards them. Like,
Mhm.
well, guess who's a suicide bomber?
So apparently they coded it to where now the NPCs, if you hire them, they will help you heal your teammate.
Yep.
The NPCs
cool.
They'll
are
heal
usually
you.
Yeah, they're usually so useless. And Mary and I were playing, and that one dude, like I get knocked, and all of a sudden he comes over to help heal, and I'm like, oh my god, thank God.
Nice.
Just
Yeah,
not.
I had one kill a dude the other day. He must have been so pissed. Like he was in a firefight with him, and I'm over there healing. I jump out of the bush to fucking finish him, and this dude's like, I got it. Boosh. Like, all right, you get him. Fucking fuck him up.
It's pretty fun. Mary and I had like 14 kills in one match yesterday. Like my second
son.
match back. They just kept coming.
It's so satisfying. There's just nothing like a high kill Fortnite match. Get the blood pumping.
Mm-hmm.
I was
So
so
the time we looked at everyone down on the hill and just unloaded on them with fucking Star Wars weapons.
Remember when they were on top of the hill forever ago, and we caused just an avalanche of loot?
Oh yeah, classic.
Classic loot pile.
Mm-hmm.
I was so bummed out at having to stop playing God of War to play Fortnite that I was like, oh, I'll be Kratos in Fortnite. It'll be okay.
There you go.
It's like the same thing.
Great. It's odd to be this close to the next season, and there's like no leaks or suggestions of what it's going to be about.
But yeah, because it's going to be a new chapter too. Like it's like they're doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a big one.
Maybe they're
We'll
saving
find out
it for
in a couple
Thanksgiving.
weeks.
Very strange.
Yeah.
Very strange.
This week that we were in Vegas, I wasn't paying much attention to Twitter or the news or anything, and I felt like Jose, where just I had no connection to what's going on in the world, and so much happened in the past week. Our boy Elon has been really going through it, huh, Kelly?
Oh God, yeah, he sure has. Man, I don't know what that dude is doing. I'm bringing comedy back.
He's got such divorced guy energy.
Elon's fucking almost single-handedly destroying Twitter, which is kind of insane.
Did you see the meme
Trump-
I made?
Mimi stole.
I bought Twitter. I didn't steal anything.
That fucking Trump's just saying he's going to run again for office. Kevin Conroy died.
Oh my God.
Fucking Jason Frank
David
just
Frank
died yesterday.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
I read today they found him hanging in his hotel room.
Ugh.
Like
That's
horrible.
very
Horrible.
That's awful.
Because his persona is the opposite of that. Very like
He also
go
has
get it,
4
stick with
kids.
it.
I
and
guess
one
it
of
was after he had a fight with his wife, and he just fucking checked out. Soon to be ex-wife, I guess.
apparently one of his kids committed suicide, I think.
Jesus.
Damn.
Like now because of this, or was
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
It was like a maybe not quite 2 years ago, but close to.
That
Okay.
was one of the reasons given for why maybe he did it. I saw.
Okay.
Yikes.
Rumors.
Ugh. Just awful.
Fucking get help if you need it.
Yeah.
Fucking fuck cancer, man. They got cancer, got Batman.
He probably should have just prayed on it.
That's true.
I mean, yeah, that would have helped, I think. That's, all the medicine wasn't helping. It should have just prayed on it, would have gone away. Because as we all know, cancer is the devil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or he could have just ignored it.
Yeah. So, AV Club was like, Kevin Conroy, who might have been the best Batman ever. He's like, no, there's no might, you fuck faces. No. Slap that might out your face. Get that might out your mouth. Come on. Fucking legends. But yeah.
We wouldn't be shit if it wasn't for Kevin Conroy.
It was it's a big deal.
It's the episode that I came for.
Look at that.
Kerouac was like, I have a podcast. We're going to interview Kevin Conroy. And I was like, what kind of fucking nonsense is this? I got to see what's going on.
Fucking
Back in the day when you still had to explain to somebody what a podcast is.
14 years
Exactly.
later.
It was like, so
14 years later on that same show, you're telling people about your home improvements.
Yep.
right. Who saw it coming?
Oh, you can't make this stuff up. There's no accidents.
Can't make anything up.
No.
Literally
Can't make it up.
impossible.
All right, let's go. Mahoney's got to catch a flight. I think we're all tired.
Kelly's got a
Kelly's
bust
got
ass at work
a whole bunch
tomorrow
of work
because of
tomorrow in the
fucking
morning, yeah.
goddamn
Yeah,
UPS and Diamond and all their fucking assholes and goddamn pilgrims.
FedEx lost our fucking boxes for a day.
Losers.
Yep.
Literal
So, yeah.
losers.
Yep.
And I'm just sleepy. So we're all going to go to bed. And tomorrow's another day. And there might be a show next week. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll keep you posted. Keep
We
an eye
did.
on the
I will
Twitters
not be
while
here
you
next
can.
week.
Yeah, we did talk about possibly watching Home Alone 2 at some point.
Yeah.
But it's we still got a month left of the year.
Yeah, the holidays are always a little tricky. So if we keep an eye out on Twitter while you can. If not, do sign up for the Discord. Our boy Rick Marshall from the Wizard Gang just hopped on to Discord the other day.
Because we're not starting a hive.
No, fuck that. I don't know what a Mastodon is. I don't know what a Hive is. I'm not doing none of that shit.
You know what I'm going to do, though? I'm going to go sign up for all of your favorite usernames on Hive. So everyone who's listening, if you got a username you like, I'm stealing every single one of them.
It would force me to pick a new username. I'm an adult. I could be at Jason Nyes unless you picked that one.
I picked that one.
Well, I'll pick something
Jason
else
Nyes.
equally adult.
I'm going to pick at Jason Nyes. I'm going to tweet French toast is an overrated breakfast food, and I'm going to delete the account. I'm never going to use it again.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm more of a pancake guy.
We didn't really hit on Flavortown.
Oh, yeah, we did go to Flavortown as tradition, and the mayor hooked us up with a table. Jose got a sandwich that was pulled pork, bacon on French toast. Is that correct?
Well, that sounds fantastic.
Yes. It was pulled pork, barbecue sauce. Oh, yeah, no sauce. Sorry. Pulled pork, cheese, cheddar cheese, a fucking egg.
Ah, yes, the egg.
On a French toast bun. I
in.
wish I was able to take the other half home and have it right now.
Yeah. Lee had the ribs and said they were the best ribs he's ever had in his life.
They were shockingly legit ribs for a chain. Like, it was shocking how good they were. It was very good.
And I said,
"Oh shit,
Guy Fieri's he's got to be bulletproof when it comes to his food, because anytime it's shitty, they'll get on his ass. So he's got to come correct."
Mm-hmm.
And while we're talking about food, real quick before we go, when I was on one of my solo adventures, I ended up on Fremont Street and checked out Dirt Dog, the hot dog joint, and I got the DUI dog. It's a big 1/4-pound hot dog wrapped in bacon, and then it was topped with cheddar cheese, pastrami, shredded carne asada. It's got a chipotle aioli on it, cilantro, then bacon bits on a lobster roll bun. Fucking incredible. Just incredible.
Fuck
and
me
the
up.
first thing I said, oh, it was so good. The first thing I said to myself the first thing Nye said when he saw a picture of it was, yeah, turn that son of a bitch sideways and see what happens.
Yeah.
Just a fucking disaster is what would happen, but it was delicious.
You'd have been fine.
Yeah, I'd have been fine, but I need to get a fork to pick up all the shit that fall off of it.
No, you wouldn't have fallen out. You had plenty. You had
Shit,
plenty.
I saw
of
that
room.
picture. All that shit would have fell out.
So good, you guys.
Against my better judgment, after doing a 7-week trip to Vegas where I fucking nearly lost my foot. Not really. But I got this really cool fucking bruise on my heel right now. We agreed to go to Disney with the Mahoneys Saturday and Sunday, which will be great. It'll be great to see them, but also it's fucking Disney on Thanksgiving weekend. But I tell you what, anytime I see a hot dog cart or a hot dog on the menu, I'm fucking buying it and I'm making them eat it sideways.
Good. I hope
I
you do.
can't eat any of their fucking hot dogs.
No, that's true.
Oh, likely
that's
story.
What, how convenient.
Yeah.
How convenient.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why don't you
now you
swing
can
up
finally
here?
prove it in person, and you can have hot dogs.
Well,
I see.
I'm sure somewhere in Disney they got a gluten-free hot dog.
I bet
bun.
you they do.
Somewhere they gotta.
Yeah, it's
Can I just say?
$27.
Well, how about this? How
I
about
wish
you
we could
just-
put it. Probably is 20, but you know what, Lee? At the grocery store, it's $26.50, so it doesn't really matter. I wish we had easily available the picture of the hot dog that Lee ate, that he was throwing an absolute fit, that he would not have been able to turn sideways when it was so clearly obvious that it could be easily turned sideways?
Are you talking about the same hot dog we just talked about?
I have no idea.
The last hot dog we had an argument about? Where Lee in a Las Vegas casino says to me, I can't deal with him when he's like this.
Yeah.
So dramatic.
I'm looking at it right now. You just smush it.
Exactly, Kelly. Exactly.
This shit would go everywhere.
It would not. It would not. You're so dramatic. Look at that.
Fine.
Look how easy that would be to squish close, turn. I could turn that fucking
You
upside
could
down.
squish that close?
Oh my God, please. I want to watch you squish that closed as that bottom just explodes in your lap. When that fucker just splits wide open at the bottom of the
You
seam.
squish. You're
Like
not.
the fucking circus when they go to pick up the guy off the ground and the two medics lift up and he falls through the fucking gurney. Please squeeze that tight. So tight.
It was delicious. It's a Hall of Fame hot dog experience for sure. It was excellent. Very good.
Ridiculous.
All right.
Also, does it have? Did you say it has pastrami on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like
Top with-
you, as an individual, find more foods that come with pastrami on them than anyone I've ever known in my
Well,
entire
I mean,
life.
I think as a rule, if you find a food that has pastrami on it, that's not just pastrami, you have to order it.
Yeah. This was meat wrapped in meat, topped with three other kinds of meat. So yeah, I was gonna get it. It's delicious. Fucking amazing. Shout out to Dirt Dog. It's good shit.
Mhm.
All right, let's claim this fucking bird because it got late on us. Gotta start talking about a hot dog, and then we got all emotional again because Mahoney's talking nonsense,
Can't deal with him when he's like this.
unmitigated nonsense.
Just
I have
irrational.
absolutely no idea why you're acting like this would be difficult. It would be so simple.
So we'll be back when we're back. When we're back, we will be at youtube.com/panelsonpages around 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central-ish. For Jason Nyes, Jose Guzman, Kelly Harris, and a good buddy Mahoney. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Let's just all try to make it through this alive. Everything's going to be cool. It's going to be all right. I'm the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. Say goodnight. Love you. Bye-bye.
Demonetize this. Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this. Demonetize this.
Fucking Google something.
Demonetize this.
Holy shit.
Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this.
I didn't want to say it.
Demonetize this.
What are you, some kind of bitch? Whoa.
Demonetize this.
You fucking
Class bitch.
Demonetize this.
Why you keep bugging us, you two?
Demonetize this.
you fucking Google ass bitch.
That's it. Show's over. We're done.